It's Good Friday, and a while back, a single father whose teenage son had twice attempted suicide, fortunately it was unsuccessful, shared his pain and despair with me. He told me that he'd released his son into God's hands because he'd done all he could and could do nothing more for him. He couldn't control him, it was out of his control. After that conversation, I couldn't sleep. And I wrote something that returns to me every Good Friday, a question that I asked myself, and maybe you asked, what was God doing? What was God the Father doing? I've been aware of Christ's suffering and sacrifice. I'd not considered and didn't grasp that God must have also suffered. In an act of selfless, sacrificial love, God sent us a piece of his very own self, his Son, to demonstrate a love that we couldn't comprehend, fully knowing that it would cause him great pain. What was God the Father doing as his Son hung on the cross? The Almighty Master of the universe, his heart torn, he who with but a thought could have spared his son. He fulfilled the sacrifice of Isaac as if the knife came down by his very own hand, causing pain, death, and separation. Did he turn from this world that so often had turned away from him, his child for a world of children, his heart broken for generations of sinners? At that moment, in that instant, could he not bear to look down on his own creation? In this pure and unthinkable expression of love, God must have suffered greatly. Did he weep as only a parent weeps for their own child? His great sobs shaking the heavens and the earth? Did he withdraw for the hours that followed? For the first time, did he, the great I Am, separate himself from these creatures who bear his image? Did he rest as he rested after creation, this time a respite of grief instead of completion? We don't know, but we do know that after Christ's suffering, sometime after his death, God held his precious Son in his arms and once more breathed life into his being. By this we know we are loved. By this we know we are saved. Jesus submitted his body to be broken. God the Father submitted his heart to be torn, so that one day we too might be swept up in God's great arms and have new life.